Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Casey with Mosaic Mermaid Tarot. Today's pick a card is going to be, is this connection divine or delusional? And so we're going to dive in and get the current thoughts, feelings, intentions of your person. And let's see. So I'm doing things a little different. I went ahead and I've already pulled your oracle cards for each pile. And if you would like to see that, there will be a 45-second little time-lapse video that I will have directly after this. So if you want to check that out, I will have it time-stamped down below along with all of your piles. So we have pile 1 with this beautiful carnelian star. And the signs that came out were Gemini, Virgo, Aries, and Pisces. Pile 2, we have this beautiful sodalite. No, lapis lazuli. Sodalite might be significant. In fact, we'll pull some just in case. So blue might be significant. That's pile 2. The Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, and Taurus are the signs. The signs. Let's see. Pile 3, we have this strawberry crackle quartz. Very pretty. The zodiac signs today will be Sagittarius, Cancer, Leo, and Capricorn for pile 3. Okay, I will give you a moment to meditate on your piles before I go into a few announcements. And if you want to go down below, check out their timestamps. I will see you at your reading. Bye. Hey y'all. So as far as announcements go, I don't know if anybody has noticed, but I have it's been a minute since I have put up a new video, and I've just been kind of I think everybody's been kind of behind the scenes. So yeah, just been really tired and dealing with some home stuffs, and but here I am with this video and I hope you guys enjoy it. By the way, these were purchased with one of my beautiful subscribers actually gifted me these. So, if you did not hear, I do now have down below, instead of buying me a coffee, you can buy me a set. um, they are less than $10, so I thought it might be. I thought I saw a coffee thing, and I thought it might be cute to see who could or wanted to donate a set. And this one actually was gifted by just sending $10 to PayPal, right? So actually 1010. um, thank you so much to that beautiful subscriber. I will pin their comment down below because I know they'll comment. I'm not sure if they want me to shout them out publicly, but anyway. So, yeah, that's a thing that you can find down below with the it's like a little Amazon wish list thing that it's got these nails on it, and so you can choose them if you want. But anywho, there's some right now that have like this little black cat, and it's like orange, like with a pumpkin, I think. Those are the ones I want the most right now. I want to make sure I have them for Halloween. I'm already so much about spooky season, and yeah, I know we're at the end of August. If you're with me while I'm filming this, this is a timeless reading, but you know, right now it's getting close to spooky season, so close enough to get excited, you know. Soon the fall decor goes up, and it just keeps coming from there. It's decorating season, and it's been a few years since I have decorated, and I've just been pretty sad, you know, during the holidays. So I haven't really, you know, holidays are a little bit sad now. I lost my sister on October 7th of 2022. And then I lost another sister on January 29th, 2023. So it really has become one of those times a year where it's just very sad for me. You know, I'm a double Pisces, but, you know, there's just a lot of things that I do love the holidays, but they've just been kind of sad, you know. So I haven't really, it's been a minute since I've put up decorations and really got into it. But we're going to try and see about putting a few things up this year. So, anywho, that's basically what's going on here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all my subscribers that are always down in the comments chatting. I love you guys so much. And yeah, so I think we should probably get started and, you know, see what's going on. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you at your piles. Let's get into it. Bye, guys. Hey, pile one. If you chose this beautiful red carnelian star, this is going to be a reading. Also, if you missed it and was interested in knowing the zodiac signs that came out were Gemini, Virgo, Aries, and Pisces. All right. Your card, the Fool. I love this card. It's so beautiful. Experience life joyfully. Sunflowers could be significant. It's almost like giving Pennywise, if that is significant to anybody. For me, this feels like the energy of feeling like the Fool and also delusional. This is perfectly what that feels to me. Um, like you're trying to be joyful, you're trying to uh, be that joy. And yeah, it's just, you're like, I must seem like this. um, or you're afraid that your person sees you like this, which is why we're here. We're here to see if your connection is divine or delusional. So let's get into it. I did pre-shuffle your cards. There is a timestamp for the pre-shuffles, so if you're interested in watching that, it's just it's less than a minute, and it is time-stamped right after the pick your pile. So let's see. Celebration, taking time to appreciate the good things, happy days, and partying. Coming around, hoping for another chance and wanting to try again, regrets and reconciling. Unlock happiness, be vulnerable and open yourself to real love. Oh, I just heard I'm searching for a real love. Someone. Anyway, my heart free. We've got chance. And I was thinking, oh, I'm sorry. Free exposed. So this is. Oh, and look at how. I mean, these are the backs, but I just was noticing. And fall might be, the time that this comes to, whether, because I don't know what the cards are going to be, but whether it's delusional or divine, you could be finding that out during this season. But yeah, I want to get all the cards out and see. Attraction, having a great chemistry or able to manifest love, desire, power, and allure. Now I'm hearing snap. I've got the power. Why? um and this was the overall energy, ephemeral, and that is having a brief affair or a rocky relationship, short term, having fun. And then we got some divinely guided messages of love. Soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Okay, so it is looking like divine. Mend. I want to fix our connection. So look at that. Celebration, happiness, soul contract. Coming around. I want to fix our connection. Hoping that there's another chance, wanting to try again. Disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. Being vulnerable and open yourself to real love. Now I'm hearing that song by Madonna, Open Your Heart to Me. I'll give you love. You hold the key. If you turn the key. Okay. Attraction. Unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. Like this is the chemistry you felt. The desire. But you didn't feel. It's a part of the reason why you feel delusional, because you don't understand how they feel. You felt like they didn't care. Regret. I wish this never happened, as the overall energy. Regrets. Coming around. So maybe you had a short connection. A brief attraction where you did indeed become vulnerable and unlock some emotions. They felt very exposed. You may have felt very exposed. They may regret not acting like it was more than just having fun. Let's see what the tarot says. I'm actually gonna use this deck. I don't normally change my decks out. I usually just use my favorite number deck because that's kind of how I roll. But I did want to use this deck today. Okay, well, look at that. 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. We've also got Pisces energy here, which is in this pile. Jupiter. Emotional fulfillment, completely content, wishes come true, feeling good, full, happy, and satisfied. So, coming up for soul contract and celebration is, that seems like you are a wish come true. Let's get all the cards. The Star. Let's see, that's Aquarius energy. And we have, it's the number 17, by the way. So we have 9 and 17. I'm sorry I'm holding it like this. This is why I don't normally use these, because they're hard to see. Wish granted. Look at that. I just said you were a wish fulfillment. So, wish granted, contentment, spirituality, inspiration, altruistic, serenity, purpose, renewal, healing, hope, calm, and faith. So, they are coming around to this. They want to mend this. Healing is a part of that star energy. And so they do want another chance to try to mend and try again. I'm hearing, dust yourself off and try again, try again. Okay, let's see what this unlock happiness disagreements is about. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Swords, which is mental anguish. We have Gemini, and that is Mars energy there. Mental anguish, psychological trauma, lost hope or love, dark thoughts, anxiety, fear, nightmares, insomnia, worry, and no. So I feel like your person really, it's hard for them to be vulnerable. It's hard for them. I think they have a lot of mental anguish that they don't feel like you understand, that they don't want to expose. It makes them feel too exposed. And this could be something that is coming to, this is what they're trying to help you to understand. This is the vulnerability that they need to unlock the happiness here, so that they can be completely content. Like contentment showing up twice. Attraction and unappreciated. Okay. Page of Cups, romantic gestures. So these are all water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have youthful dreamer, idealistic, naive, psychic, inner voice, love offer, beauty, romance, messages, sensitive, spiritual, musical, and artistic. So there is a great chemistry that kind of makes them feel like a kid again. Like you make them feel young. You make them feel like they are who they are behind the mask. And again, we have this connection coming through. So yeah, I don't think you are delusional. They might think they are delusional. They might even try to think you're delusional. But if we're being honest, you can't tell me that you haven't done a delusional thing or two out of your love to. Oh, wow. I just saw that. Five of Swords on the bottom. Oh, look at that. Two of Cups. Emperor. Nine of Wands. Huh. So, yeah. Nobody. Oh, sorry. Not by the rules. These are so hard to read, guys. I'm sorry. So we've got the Five of Swords, not by the rules. Hostility, defeat, conflict, self-sacrificing, plot twist, abusive. I think your person has experienced some very hard relationships in their life. And I think likely since childhood, your person probably has become that self-sacrificing person that gives until they can't give anymore. I think they've definitely been stabbed in the back a time or two. But that's a hard energy. But look at this Two of Cups. We've got Aquarius and Cancer energy. Mercury, or no, Venus, sorry. Two Venus cards, but Two of Cups. That's a soulmate card. A loving exchange, companionship, mutual feelings, new partner, agreement, and in sync. So maybe, because look, Divine Masculine's coming up. Nine of Wands, Nine of Coins. All these nines, 999 might be significant, or 9999, because look, there's all the friggin' nines right there. So I think they are on the, look, there's the twin flame card, the Four of Wands. Look, celebration party. You started with celebration and party, you're ending with celebration party. Maybe they are finally getting out of a toxic or karmic situation. So yeah, and these nines, it's like they're almost there, and it's almost like the hardest part to get to those tens, you know, to get to that completion. They're very action oriented. They want to get things done. Got Aries energy here and Mars. It's another 4, by the way. So we have 3 4s. 444 might be significant. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. Definitely divine. That's my final answer. All right. Let's see. What are my messages? Okay. This is a big old deck where I'm going to pull messages for you. There is 3 decks in here. So let's see. Keep it one. Okay. Let's just. Pile 1. What would your person say? Retreat. Time alone in nature will help you recharge. Strictly sexual, this connection is not, or is passionate, but not enduring. So this brings me back to this ephemeral card. They may feel Like this is all you see. Or this may be how you feel. Like that's all they see. There needs to be a conversation. Because this answer will be different for all of you. I think you all need some kind of retreat to help you recharge. Okay. Well, there we go again. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. So I think they stay in their head about how different you are. I hear that song by Colin Ray, Not That Different. And it's like, it doesn't matter how alike you are as far as how the world sees you, but on the inside, this is, I mean, you really are a fool for your person. I'm hearing I can't help falling in love with you. The UB40 version. That movie, Fools Rush In, it's coming through. Remember how different they were? And in the end, it just, look at this. We don't share the same values. Your person is stuck. This is the conflict. This is right now the plot twist, the defeat that they are dealing with. Part of them wants to, I just heard, love you like a love song, baby. They do. They really do. You make them feel like a kid with a crush. I think they might not really understand these feelings as far as how you understand these feelings is different. But this feels like self-limiting beliefs. It feels like a mask. Because the attraction is where the opposites lie. I mean, the things that are so different about you are the things that you bring to each other. I mean, yeah. Let's see what else comes out. I want to make amends. Look at that. Mend. I bury myself in work to forget you. I want you so badly. Yeah, it's driving them mad. Oh, we need to let each other go. I don't know why this happened. I wish this never happened. Regret. So they may have made you feel a certain type of way. They may have treated you a certain type of way. After being so stuck on the reasons why you can't work instead of just celebrating the connection itself. Let's see what's on the bottom. I knew exactly what I was doing. And that could be something of a toxic trait. They may have been very strategic, especially not being transparent. They stay in their head. I'm going to get some of my spicy giggle messages so that we can see what they would say. This is a deck I made for my Spicy Pisces members with their spicy giggle readings that I do in my membership. If you're interested in checking that out, you can find that information down below. All right. I also do private readings if you're interested. I love doing deep dives. If I had to choose between loving you and breathing, I would use my last breath to tell you how much I love you. And I feel like it would be their last breath too, because right now it is not happening. When I look at you and I start aching so deep inside, it takes all I can do, or all I can, to think, breathe, speak. You are my undoing. Let's skip the small talk and get straight to the flirting. Maybe even the other beautiful F word. That is pile 1. What do they say? Okay. Can I have you for breakfast in bed today? Every day? Oh, I need something to cheer me up. Send a picture of yourself to me. You choose of what. So very cheeky, this one. Let's see what's on the bottom. I can't get you off of my mind, and if I don't distract myself, I end up touching myself. You'll be the end of me. All right. So let's see what your charms and initials. Okay. Pile 1. Oh my God, did you see that? Oh my God. The way that I just jumped and like my heart is pounding so hard right now. One of the little letters popped out and rolled in a way that out of the corner of my eye, it looked like something crawling. And I jumped. And yeah, my heart is in my throat right now. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, your person is very anxious and scared to, yeah, they want to make amends. They don't know how it's going to work, and they're still trying to figure out something that will have you guys see this as in sync. And I just think they're working on it. All these 9s. Oof, girl. Okay. Pile 1. see what we got. We have, as far as numbers, we have 1, 6, or 9. Also 16, which is tower energy. We have 5. We have R. I can't see anything. This is a W or an M. There's another W or M. Y, N, mine. I'm hearing, what is it, Nemo? And they're all like, mine, 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 seagulls. The beach might be. I'm also seeing New York. So is that is a P. So we have U, P, U, C, U, P. Cup. Lots of emotions. Y. What is that? I think that's a Q. Questions. B, quarterback. T, U. Thank you. N and I. N, I, N. Did we ever get an E? No, we didn't. But okay. We have this cat. We have the black swan, which is that energy that is it's like a demi swan that I get when I see that. It's as if, see swans, when a demi swan is somebody that's lost their mate, their soulmate, and sometimes they even die of broken heart. It's like, in their heart, they don't want to live without you. There's a world, so they might want to travel, or the world energy is completion. You could be in game or that new beginning. We have I choose strength. So Leo energy coming through with that. There is a butterfly, which is that transformation energy. We have this black diamond. I just heard diamond in the rough. Any Aladdin people. Aladdin fans. We have a heart, an open heart, and I think they do have an open heart for you. We have, what is that? Ooh, I think it's a baby carriage. So children might be significant, or even inner children. It was feeling like you do make this person feel like a kid again. Oh, look, we have 2 keys. So, that key coming up again, if that is a symbol that speaks to you. And then we have an even smaller, little tiny key. So it's like, little soulmates. And then we have this leaf, which is like earth energy, grounding, your retreat energy. Go outside, get some vitamin D. Oh, I just heard it. Yeah. You know what the vitamin D is. We have this in case you want to take a screenshot. And that's going to be it, guys. tell me what you thought down below. If you are still here, leave me a lion emoji, a diamond, or a key. Leave me a key. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. If you want to have a read with me, or are interested in any of the other things that I have available, you can find all that down below. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope it's as beautiful as you, pile 3. Ooh. So you might have messages in pile 3. Pile 1. Let's see, it's getting grimy already. Pile 3 might be significant. We'll just leave it at that. Because pile 3 is usually pretty juicy. So we'll see you there if you like. So again, pile 1, thank you so much. I just noticed that this reduces to 11. So it's like 1, 1, 1. Yeah. So anywho, that's it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile 2. If you chose this lapis lazuli star, this is going to be your reading. We did also have Sodalite come out. Put it right over here. Anywho, if you are interested in the zodiac signs, we have Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, and Taurus. Your card is the Teacher. Illuminate the path. Instantly, this song in my head is George Michael. Teacher, there are things that I still have to learn. Last one I had made me cry because I don't want to learn to hold you, trust you, think that you're mine. This gives me the energy of it does give me the energy of being a little bit delulu. And let me explain why. I think you are very much in your emotions, and you might have heavy water placements. Because I think the way you see your person is just it's so beautiful, but it's very much fantasy, dreams. I'm not saying this isn't divine yet, but as a double Pisces, Scorpio rising, I think you have illuminated many paths in your mind, because I think the both of you have been a teacher to the other, have been inspiring growth. I think you do illuminate a beautiful path for them, but they might think I just keep hearing, I don't believe in fairy tales, and I think you do believe in fairy tales, so I think your person is somewhat pessimistic about. And I feel like you want to learn everything about your person, but I think that's why you are so in your fantasies and your dreams, because there is no path illuminated for you. You create your own. You might be an avid reader. Let's see what your oracle cards came out with. And just so you know, if you're interested in seeing me pull these cards, I do have a time lapse at the beginning of this video. You can find it in the timestamps. And yeah, here we go. Resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, timid. So, yeah, this is definitely your person. Your person thinks you're a little delulu. Although in secret they do admire you. They do express their feelings for you. They might be very shy. They do admire your persistence. Loyalty, trusting, reliability, and believing. So I think this is you, just always there for your person, trying to be that safe space, trying to just like man's best friend, like you want to be their ride or die. And you're just, and it's, the flower here and all these flowers. This is just one of your fantasies that you offer. You're like, here's one. It's like you've become quite reliable at trying to come up with a plan, even if they're crazy and, not really practical. You just, you think of something and you say it. You're like, here, please pet me. But they admire that. They do. They find you very sweet, reliable, loyal, chasing. And then, just like a puppy, they start running like this because you've showered them with fantasies and dreams, which they secretly admire and then suppress, feeling the feeling of wanting to reach out and tell you. But your pursuit and your resilience, it's like, what is that saying? Knock me down 7 times, get up 8. You're just like, You might get knocked down, but you get up again. You're tub thumping. But yeah, you're chasing them like a loyal little loving puppy. But you know, puppies can get very like, you know, very excited. And that it really triggers that shyness and that toxicity they've felt in the past from people they thought were loyal, that they thought they could trust. Hmm. I'm hearing if you love the movie Lady and the Tramp, it could be significant. I keep hearing the was it the Bloodhound in it? He would tell those stories about his grandpa, and he would be like, "Oh, reliable. Don't reckon I ever told you about oh reliable, did I?" And you know, he's just telling the same story, and everybody's like, "Yes, yes, you've told us." And I think that's what you try to be. You try to be all reliable. You know, you're just like, knock me down. I'm just gonna get up and bring you another flower. Please give me a treat. So, yeah. Sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. I think when they react in the guarded way of past trauma, you know, your body just okay. I always hear that this phrase my mom used to say. She would say, all you would see is asshole and elbows, and that's how I imagine your person, like just running away. Um, like they're getting chased by a dog and they're scared of dogs, you know? Like there's a fear of like they've been attacked by a dog before, and you know, now every time one runs up to them, and you know how dogs can just be relentless. You know, they're just like, come on, let's play, let's go outside, let's do this. And you know, not knowing whether or not that dog is going to bite you, or you know, with your past experience. But here you just keep coming back. You're like, I'm not going to bite you, not unless you ask me to. um, there might be some um, shared kinks. I'll just leave it at that. Whew. But yeah, this whole cycle, this over and over, this secretly admiring you for the beautiful light that you give, for the loyalty, but the fact that they, you know, always come back to this running away because of past and loss of, they've lost a lot in their life. They've had a lot of grief, and I don't think depression begins to even cover it. Oh shit, look at that. Past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Yeah, they've experienced a lot of karmic lessons, I think change is not something that is easy for them. If you believe in past lives, that might be something significant. Um, hmm. I'm hearing that song by Sleep Token. He says something about a past life, and he says half algorithm, half deity, and I think it almost sounds like the connection itself. Like your person's very much looks at you like you are just a goddess of light, and they feel stuck in a daily algorithm of repeated patterns and deja vu that keeps them down, depressed, sad. Expansion. Pursue bigger and greater endeavors. So, coming up under resistance, I think they want to come out of this stage and move on to expanding disconnection. They want to. I don't know, let's see what other cards come out. Putting in the work, action that helps achieve goals, building the path for success, illuminate the path. I love it. I love it so much. So, yeah, this coming up under this puppy here is just like you are putting in the work, right? You are trying to show with your actions that you're not gonna bite them. So I think it's starting to illuminate a different path. Something bigger, something greater. Something that isn't filled with sorrow. Be open to change. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. So, growth. They want to not be this runner. They don't want to be chased. Or maybe it's you that doesn't want to chase. Just want to feel that given that push pull. I think they are becoming receptive to thinking about changes and settling into some growth and healing. Self awareness, tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Because the self awareness is what makes them so sad and sorrowful. Melancholy, if you will. But they have, through you illuminating this path and trying to be their light, trying to inspire them to be open to what could happen instead of what has happened in the past. You are not their past, not their past hurts. They don't see you as somebody that wants to hurt them, but they do get lost in this loop of just past trauma. But they want to change that, and they are putting in the work. Happiness, new discoveries that lead to celebrations. This was heavy in pile one, so if you feel called, you might have some messages in pile one, but new discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first. So self-awareness. They know that they have to love themselves and forgive their past before that they can change. That's the work. That's the healing. It's not fun to go through a spiritual awakening. Dark night of the soul even. But this is the overall energy. They want to discover happiness. They want to be open to believing that it can be, that they can trust that this is a connection that they could be happy with. Let's get some tarot. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna 6 cups on the bottom. That nostalgia, that past life, soulmate energy. I'm gonna use this deck. Now, I hardly ever use this deck because I like my number deck. But it is such a beautiful deck and I want to use it. I just have a little bit of a hard time, kind of, so I might have it a different way, but I'll show it to you. So, pile 2. What's going on with your person? 7 of coins. So that is good things take time. We have Taurus energy here. Saturn? Is that Saturn? Perseverance, long-term view, coming to fruition, harvest, ripen, investments, and patience. So between resistance and expansion, there is, your perseverance and patience has ripened these investments. We'll just say that. But yeah, they really do want something to come from this, but it's very much long-term, slow, steady energy. Now about loyalty and putting in the work. Queen of Wands. Now that's Leo energy. We have stylish trendsetter. So show it to you before I have to turn it. Charming, confident, courageous, energetic, outgoing, visionary, strong, and sexy. So I think this is how you make them feel. Um, I think, yeah, because I feel like I want to, like I'm all blushy and stuff right now. I think they are kind of timid. They might want to come off as this confident and outgoing, but really they're just very shy when they really start to have those feelings. They don't want to say the wrong thing and come back to bite them in the ass is what I'm hearing. Let's see. Chasing and open to change. Seven of Swords. Okay. So this is that energy. It's got Moon and Aquarius, but not what it seems. So this is that sneaky, trying to get away with. It feels like what I was saying with how it's like it's hard to cowardly, false pretenses, carrying things away. Strategic, that's what I was feeling. Cheating, lying, mask. I think they feel like you see them in a certain light. And it's not what it seems. It isn't. They do have these traits as far as this. I think your person is someone that is very much someone who is strategic, who is self interested, um, who masks. I think there is a heavy mask that they put on to the world. I think you see through it, and I think that really triggers them. That's when they run. Um, hmm. And that's something that they want to change. They don't like how they see themselves through what they perceive you to see them as, if that makes sense. It makes them really sad because I think they very much like they really do sit and they're quite hard on themselves about a lot of things they can't change, things that they carry. Sorrow and self-awareness. Page of Wands, energetic powerhouse. So we've got energetic coming through again. We have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So, lovable rogue, exciting plans, charismatic, good news, creative, playful, traveler, childlike, free thinker. So, I think this is the awareness around how you make them feel. You do make them feel it's like your inner children get along. Lovable rogue. Yeah, I think you see your person a lot more beautifully than they see themselves. And I think you make them feel good about themselves. Okay, this is one of the extra cards in this deck. It says, this is one of the time cards. It says full moon, illuminated subconscious, timing 1 month or next full moon. Now, the next full moon right now, as I'm filming this, like we're in the black new moon in Virgo right now. So the next, and so also, this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching it right now, the next full moon is actually a lunar eclipse in Pisces. So I have I have a couple posts up right now with some information on the eclipse and by sign what you can expect. But I am a double Pisces, so I expect a lot. So yeah, that is going to be September the 7th. So let's see, that's 9, 7, that's 16, that's a tower moment. So I mean, just be prepared. I'm hearing be prepared from Lion King. Whew. I think your person feels like Scar. But they're not really. Look at this one popping out. The moon again. And the 3 of Wands popping out right there. Subconscious. Look, Pisces, moon, blocked intuition. So this is the number 18 card. Misconception, uncertainty, deception, ambiguity, instability, dreams, anxiety, illusion, which is basically has been, it's like, it's been beginning to end. That's what it's been. So let's see what's under here. Ooh, 3 of Cups. So 3 might be significant. 33. Got 2 3s here. The Death card, 13. Scorpio energy. Transformation, 8 of Swords. See, negative thoughts, doom and gloom. Drama queen. Paralyzed, crisis. So they want to sweep you off your feet like the Knight of Wands. They want to come in fast like that. They want to celebrate, maybe even have some kind of reunion. Collaborative artistic pursuits, good times, maybe go out to a concert. Might be a musical connection. Friendship. They might just want to expand on the friendship. I'm hearing Ruin the Friendship by Demi Lovato. Might be significant. Okay, let's see what messages come out. I have these Hidden Truth. There's 3 decks in here, so let's see what your person would say. So I'm thinking definitely divine. I feel it's divine. Look at that. I look for you everywhere. We both know I am not the one for you. And this is, that anxiety, that fear. You might have a dream connection. Your person might have a lot of nightmares. Look at that. Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection, and I'm afraid to contact you to coming out together. I don't think it's like it's one of the reasons they don't come forward. They see so many differences that they're afraid that they would be rejected. Which is funny because I get that you have been rejected with this energy. And you just keep coming back. All reliable. I think they see a lot of signs. But they can't get out of their own head. Fear, rejection. I am not the one. I think that's their biggest fear as far as these feelings that they have if they were to be rejected by someone they cared about so much. It would really have them spiraling. Just they tend to see that cup as half empty, because whether or not it's empty, half empty or full, you can still drown in it, right? Okay. Children are important to this partnership. So it could be actual children involved. It could be your inner children. I do believe that energy came out in pile 1 as well. Look at that. I saw it. There's no way I wasn't. Yeah, I love you. Yeah. They love you. They love the thought of you, the fantasy. Just being near you is intoxicating. Yeah, it is. They're not normally very shy, but you make them feel, I feel so drawn to you. Coming up under divine protection, they understand that this connection is something. Even if they don't believe in that woo-woo stuff, is what I'm hearing. They think there's definitely something different here that they can't let go. Your intellect arouses me. I can be myself with you, and I know I crossed the line with you. So, this is that energy of you make them want to do bad things, like they're so intoxicated by you that maybe they gave in to some of their own fantasies. Hmm. Yeah, I'm still hearing that George Michael. I'll be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. I'll be your preacher, teacher. Anything you had in mind. I'll be the one that loves you till the end of time. So, yeah, you come off as very, like, just your mind. The way that your mind is. They know they can be themselves with you. You know that you can be yourself with them, even if they haven't been able to open up to you. You know that there is a level of trust that they have for you. I wish we could go back. And we saw that Six of Cups earlier. It really did bring forth that reminiscing, that nostalgia. So you might have known your person for a long time, since you were a kid with children coming out in past life. Um, I miss being with you. I couldn't let you get close to me. And that's where the sorrow comes in from the running away. Okay. Let's get some of my spicy giggle messages. I made this for my Spicy Pisces members and my Spicy Giggle videos. If you want to check out those, you can find all that information down below. If you want a private reading, I certainly love to dig in. So you'll find that information down below too. Look at that. Look at that. Your love makes me bloom and bleed for you. You're mine. So again, we have this growth energy, these bloom. You have illuminated so much in their heart. Bloom and bleed. See, it's very much like that darkly poetic feel. I need something to cheer me up. Send a picture of yourself to me. You choose of what? That came out in pile 1. So, again, if you felt called. You didn't just touch my heart. You met me in places no one else knew existed. Exactly. I just got the urge to cry. I want to be the architect of your dreams, building worlds of pleasure where only the two of our souls exist. Yeah, that's soulmate energy right there. This is divine, guys. Every time my phone buzzes, I hope it's you. You are my favorite notification. Yeah. I feel like you might be pretty loyal to the I think you go beyond double texting. I think you or one of those people that likes to maybe send a million memes or songs or, inspirational things to try to make your person feel better. On the bottom, we have, you taught me, again with dreams. You taught me that if you can dream with a damaged mind and love with a broken heart, you deserve the world and all of its treasures. We both do. And this is the path that you illuminated for them. I just noticed taught, teacher. That's so great. I'm gonna cry. Okay, guys, let's get your initials and charms before I lose my shit. Okay. Pile 2. All right, so let's start with numbers. We have 777. That might be significant. Let's see, 8, 8, 8. We have 1 and 6 or 9, which 19 is the sun. So we have divine counterparts with that. And then 16 is the tower, which is definitely something that is being felt over and over again in this connection. We have 00, 007 might be significant. Somebody could have loved that video game. Okay, so we have H. That's a B? Happy birthday. U. G. Bug. You bug your person. Bugaboo. We have a U. Another U. W or M. There's an N. Minnesota. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever state is M in. P. U. P. U. E. B and E. B. Shout out to my beautiful bee. Love her. At Honeybee Hive Tarot. F, like beef. They don't want beef. I know that. Remember that meme with that hilarious little girl? And she's all like, I smell like beef. It was so cute and funny. I used to watch all of her little, like, she did all kinds of, that was when she was really little. And, like, she kept making these videos, and she's a trip. If you know, you know. She's the one that has that, what does she say? She's sitting there and she's like, doesn't she say every day is like Halloween in my soul? Every day is like Halloween in my soul. And then there's this one where she's like, it's freaking bats. There's a lot of really just cute, if you know, you know. Let me know down below if you know her name. I can't remember. I want to say it started with a K, but we have a Mustang, a wild horse running. That just reminded me of something my mom used to say, that her grandmother used to say to her. I don't know where it came from. I just know my grandmother was a full-blooded Blackfoot Indian. She loved Dr. Pepper and she saw angels. And this little trick, I guess, was that if you had the hiccups, to close your eyes and imagine a white horse running, and the hiccups would stop. And I don't know, but it always worked. It always works. So maybe these hiccups, um, you know, maybe there's something with that. We have this paper airplane. I'm hearing paper airplanes by, was it MIA? So maybe travel is involved in this connection. We have a spider. Oh, I'm hearing the that sleep token song. It says, garner you with silk like a spider. You know I'm a writer. Ride or die. Provider. I want to be your provider. It's a good song. You should look it up. There is a saxophone. If that is significant, this just makes me think you do have that musical connection. Again, like my favorite like saxophone part in any song has to be Careless Whisper, again with George Michael, so that might be significant, but you might have something in those lyrics. We have this little teapot, short and stout. So you could be English or British. Like I'm hearing tea, like tea time. Also, the pile 1 oracle cards were sweet tea. Is that what they're called? Sweet love tea oracle. So again, if you're feeling cold, pile 1. This does have a lot of similar energies. We do have this Eiffel Tower. We have a little star, 2 little stars actually, and that, they might want to travel with you. You might have to travel to see them. We have a crown. So again, I'm getting like, royal vibes over there in Europe. But that is all I have for you today. And I'm now hearing wild horses. There's an acoustic version that is on YouTube. And if you type in rare Dave Matthews Band and wild horses, that's the one that I'm talking about. It's really good. You guys should check it out. You'll know it's the right one because in the first like 10 seconds you hear somebody, because it's a live version, and you hear somebody in the background in the audience scream, Bob Marley. So Bob Marley might be significant. So anywho, let me know down below if any of this resonated. And if you're still here, leave me a horse emoji or a saxophone or a spider. How about that? So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. And let me know down below what resonated. I love hearing that stuff from you guys. And I hope to see you in the next one. Love you so much. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 3. If you chose this beautiful strawberry crackle quartz star, this is going to be your reading. In case you missed it and were interested, the zodiac signs that came out were Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer, and Capricorn. Your card is the Orphan. Experience brings empathy. So this energy makes me feel like your person has experienced a lot of trauma, a lot of they grew up way too soon, way too soon. There might be some very harsh things that they grew up learning. Your person has a lot of empathy, but they don't like to show that part of themselves. They want to appear like they have, like stoic, like they have that armor on. Nothing, they're fine, nothing gets to them. But inside, it's like they're lost. Their inner child is just so sad. There's this beautiful red balloon, which does give me a little bit of it vibes. um, if anybody saw that movie as a kid, you probably were yourself a little bit traumatized. There's a lot of stuff within that movie that, or that book, even if you've read the book, that's real messed up, real fucked up. That, they all had something. And then they had this fucking clown that traumatized them. So it's like with those things. And it follows them throughout their life into adulthood. And, they all are shaped by their experiences. And it's like this kid isn't even trying to reach out for this balloon to hold it. And I swear this looks right here. This looks like some little demon or something. They're looking in this direction. And now I'm seeing, I don't know if you see like this as an eye, as two eyes. It looks like some kind of animal. There's all kinds of things that I see when I look at this. It's like one of those ink tests that they give they give you, what do you see first? So that could be significant. Your person might have issues stemming from childhood with their mental health or CPTSD, PTSD, all comes through when I look at this card. Huh. So the feeling I get is that they themselves think they do think you're a bit delusional, but because they've never seen anything other than this darkness, and you bring them feelings that don't make them feel like they should. You know, they feel it's like you show them themselves through their mirror, through the mirror. You know, it's you think this connection is divine, and they do think it's delusional, but they have this empathy for you. I believe your inner children get along. I think you might have some of the same traumas um, or same issues. Let's see what came out in the oracle cards. If you were interested in seeing me pull these cards, I do have a time lapse in the beginning of the video. You'll find it down below in the timestamps. And so, okay, let's do it. I just needed a moment. Coffin. New beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, and tragic endings. So this card makes me feel like it's quite similar to the death card, you know, rebirth, transformation, new beginnings, being liberated from this trauma, or trying to be. Tragic endings. I feel like your person has known way more than any one person should. They do feel like they're in a transitional period right now. Okay, so soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. And that's divine. That's a divine connection. And this is, they want to leave their tragic endings in the past and transition into this partnership. The golden mirror. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. So this energy could be, like, I know we were talking about disorders and mental health, and I know, you know, a lot of people love to throw the word narcissist around, but really I think we all have narcissistic traits, depending on what our drama is. I think this has been a very much a one-sided relationship. I think you have tried to empathize with your person, and maybe even love bomb them a bit. um, but you mirror this to your person, and this is what they've been doing. They might be super self-absorbed because they, the dark night of the soul is not easy. And when you hold up that mirror to your person and they start to become self-aware, they either, you know, recognize it and try to grow through it and heal, or they push it away and just run. Not everybody can handle what it takes to move through a lot of this trauma. Ascending. Oh, look, it's a balloon. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. So there we go. New beginnings, new phase, transcending, transitioning. They are going through a spiritual awakening. You, I think, both have been catalysts for each other. There might even be some of you that are trauma bonded with this person, since that's a heavy, that comes through very heavily in this pile. Cut down. So this is the overall energy: cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, and silent treatment. Hopefully, this is what I feel that they have hope. They do. It might be very much a little bit, but it's enough. It's enough to want to change, to want to continue to awaken. I think your person is strong enough. I don't know how long this will take. But it feels like they want to stop the pattern. They want to cut out whatever these negative karmic energies are in their life. So, missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. So, yeah. This is giving that one-sidedness again. Maybe they did end this before it could even get off the ground. And now they consider it a missed opportunity. Shadow side, you made me realize my flaws, which is exactly what we were saying here with the mirroring effect. I think you both became a catalyst for each other's healing. Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. So that's where this one-sided, self-absorbed energy is coming across. They know that you're hurting. Destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. So this is the new phase that they're looking for. They might be somewhat of a thrill seeker. What I keep hearing, it totally just came in and out of my mind. I think his thrill seeker was adrenaline rush. I'm hearing they might be like someone who likes to do just crazy shit like jumping out of a plane or base jumping or just daredevil is what I was hearing. I think you make them want to dare to believe that this path, this destiny with you is theirs. Pile 2 might have some messages for you. That was illuminate the path, and see, pile 2 is connected to pile 1. So I know a lot of you guys watch all 3 piles, and I love you. But they're always, there's a lot of connecting factors. But high in the sky. I just started hearing Reading Rainbow. In the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book. That is the cover card. Reading Rainbow. I had to finish it. That's the cover card for pile 2. So definitely, if you felt called, go and see what's going on in that pile. Gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Yeah. And that's part of the self-absorbed part of this inability to make a decision. They know that this is a flaw, but they are quite in that energy of their ego, and people, it's just really, they like to stay almost hidden. I don't know, it just really feels like they've had to deal with this kind of, I just keep hearing bullshit in their past, and they're very much always wanting to have everything perfect, everything. They have the perfect person in mind, and I'm hearing the song "I'm in Love with It's Not You" by Hailstorm. It says I'm in love with somebody and it's not you, and I think they are in love with somebody who exists in their mind. They are somebody that needs a lot of boxes checked off to a point where nothing will ever work out, because nothing will ever be good enough. They will never be good enough. They have so many flaws that you've made them realize, and hearing opposites attract, Paul Abdul. But it's like maybe this person is someone who doesn't think that you will fit in with their crowd, I guess, their life in general, which is very sad because they could be so happy. I think they know that, and I think that is part of what they are trying to separate themselves from, like cutting out the negativity, missing opportunities, being stuck in these self-limiting beliefs. Okay, let's see what comes out with the tarot. I'm using this deck today. I have to kind of oh boy, we're about to get messy. Pile 3. It's hard, it's kind of shiny, so I have to like kick it to the side to kind of see it sometimes, but I will show you every card. Let's see what comes out here. For Coffin and Missed Opportunity, we have the Page of Wands. Lack of self-confidence. So this is coming out upside down. I think I have the no accidents, but the Page of Wands, lack and in reverse, lack of self-confidence. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I do believe this card came out in pile 2, upright. Out of ideas, ideas forming, pessimistic. I told you, self-limiting. I told you. Hasty, energy redirect, and find a new path. Wow. I'm struggling to find the right path. New phase, preparing for union. I think your person is trying to learn how to love you, which is hard because I don't think they grew up with a healthy, loving dynamic. I think every person that they've ever trusted has let them down. Okay. So, all right, soulmates and shadow side. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Collaborate, active listening, synergy, co-manage, team. Doing it together. We have Mars and Capricorn energy here. So we had Capricorn come out in the coins. So, soulmates and shadow side, you made them realize their flaws. So, this between, this soul contract and showing them their shadows. Um, Collectively, you are doing it together. Even if they don't, I feel like they actively listen to you. They just don't give a lot of communication or really any insight. Hmm. Okay. Synergy is makes me think of Gem. If you know, you know. um Showtime Synergy. Show's over Synergy. It was a cartoon in the 80s, and she had these little star earrings, just like that. Little pink stars that um, it was attached to a supercomputer, a hologram named Synergy. And she would essentially change into this rock star um, from someone who wasn't very well known. It's like that, almost like Superman and Clark Kent, alter egos. What, and this is what had me fucked up, because even as a kid, I was like, hmm, um, because her real name was Jerica, and Jerica had a thing for Rio, which was the male character of the show. And there was always this, you know, this tie between them, like there was something there. And she was very shy and timid, and um, until, she became this rock star alter ego. And, but he was seeing both of them. He was seeing both of them. Now, he didn't know that Jem and Jericho were the same person. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even as a kid, I was like, what the fuck, Rio? Like, what the hell is going on? But, yeah, so that whole just came out of nowhere. I don't know if it resonates, but it very much makes me think of masking and, just, yeah, someone. Remember how I said that they have this perfect person built up in their mind? A lot of boxes to check off. And, Jem was perfect in every way, but he still kept coming back to Jericho, you know? And they're the same person. Hmm. Take from that what you will. Okay, so Golden Mirror and Indecisive. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Storybook ending. We've got Pisces and Mars energy there. Harmony, blissful relationship, emotionally fulfilled, stability, idyllic peace, and divine love. And so there's that rainbow again. You know, I was singing Reading Rainbow earlier. Um, yeah, so your person does see this beautiful destiny that could be divine love. There you go. So it is divine, it is not delusional. Although how they see it is still depends on where they are in their actual spiritual awakening. So we have the Page of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Laying a foundation, setting goals, grounded, great prospects, study of magic, good news, works hard, ambitious, and faithful. And he's reading a book, so I swear there are messages in pile 2 for you. But yeah, I mean, this is very much, I think, ascending in destiny. I think this is what they're trying to do. They're very much in the beginning stages. This is the Page is the youngest, right? So like they're still trying to figure things out. They're still studying. They're still, you know, but they do see you as something that could be great. So it's on the bottom. The Hermit. Absolutely. This is what they are, you know, they've got themselves isolated. We've got Virgo energy, the number 9, which is, you know, almost there at the end. Soul searching, enlightenment, guiding light, contemplate, solitude, growth, resolve, and advice. So they may have gotten some bad advice from, you know what? I'm gonna get one more. We're just gonna pop this off and see what's underneath. So that's what I was feeling. Worth fighting for. Yeah. So, oh, look, Tower. I knew I was feeling. 4 of Pentacles. Material attachment. You see, that's that ego. Accumulate, scarcity mindset, hoarder, conserve, possessive, creature of habit, trying to change patterns, tightwad. So yeah, I see on this we have divorce and upheaval and bankruptcy. They may have experienced a lot of chaos in their childhood that led them to this scarcity mindset. It's something that they are growing through, but still struggling with. Make a stand, face it head on. It's my life. Don't back down. Haters gonna hate, and liberty. 2 eagles fighting. I don't know if you are a fan of Peacemaker, but that just reminds me of his character, Peacemaker John Cena, there his sidekick is this eagle that he calls Eagly, and this is the sweetest connection. It really is. If you've seen it, you know. Um, but there's like this one scene where he was talking about how he was, when the first time Eagly hugged him, and whoever he was talking to was like, "No, not that's crazy." And he's like, "No, for real. Have you ever been hugged by an eagle?" it's it's magical. But they show it at some point, and they show him sitting there, and he's all sad, and Eagly comes up and he puts his wings around him, and it's so sweet. And I think that's how you make your person feel. Like you just want to wrap your wings around them, you know? And they know that. They know that you fight for them. I mean, 7 is a very divine number. And so this hater's gonna hate, brings me back to that gossip card and cutting out this, facing this head on and trying to make a stand because it's their life. They're the only ones that can fix it, right? Right here in the middle. Soulmates, 10 of Cups. All right, so I'm going to get some messages. Are you shitting me? Look at that. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. So there again is your confirmation that this is divine, not Delulu. Passion. Try something you've never done before. Like having a conversation. I was poking at your person there. Pile 3. I don't react when people mention you. There's that energy of gossip. I'm hearing that song. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Oh, are you shitting me? I want to tell you how I feel coming out with soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. That's so beautiful. Pile 3. I feel you even though we are apart. I find you so attractive. I'm hearing Familiar Taste of Poison by Hailstorm. I breathe you in again just to feel you underneath my skin, holding on to the sweet escape. It's always laced with the familiar taste of poison. I wish I had treated you better. Oh my goodness. Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. They admire you. They really do. I feel like you have so much empathy and strength and love for your person. How could they not? They still are afraid of what other people will think. And that has nothing to do with you, pile three. That's their own. That's their own healing that needs to be done. Let's see what's on the bottom here. This giant deck. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. So that one-sided energy is very much heavily the message right here. Let's get some spicy giggle messages. I made this deck for my Spicy Pisces members, where I do spicy giggle videos. If you are interested in checking that out, you'll find all that information down below, as well as if you want to dig into this, I do private readings, and I would love to dig in for you. So, pile three. Okay, well, look at that passion. I don't want to be comfortable. I want passion. Someone who will kiss me like it's the only thing keeping them alive. I think your person wants that with you. I'm hearing uncomfortable from Hailstorm. There might be some messages in that for you. All I've thought about all day is your mouth, amongst other things. There is no room in my body for anything but you. My arms love you. My ears adore you. My knees shake with blind affection. Wow, okay. I just got little goosies. If I had every trace of you erased from my mind, my heart would still ache for you, my love. And that's why they can't let you go. I can't wait to feel your hands on me. So that is, they are preparing for union. I don't know how long it's going to take. It depends on where your person is at, but this is something that drives them. If I had $1 for every time I smiled secretly to myself, thinking of you, I'd be a billionaire. So, let's see what charms and initials come out. Right. All right, so we have, as far as numbers, we have 6, 9, 69, Cancer energy, or 66 or 99. We have 3, 33 might be significant, 0 and 1, so like 10. 10 is those cycles that we were feeling earlier. Okay. We have the letter T and an A. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I just full body blushed. TNA, they like the TNA. You, I'm hearing tattoo. All the things she said might be significant. UK, X, Y, J, I. Australia. Okay. We have this little, it says number 5 on it. So I'm thinking it's kind of like Chanel number 5 perfume bottle. So, they might really just love your smell. We've got a pentacle, so earth sign. We have a bee. Bee came out in these in pile 2. We have a mermaid. So there's all that magical energy. Look, there's a fairy. This is a blue heart with wings. It's giving tattoo. You give their heart wings. There's a stethoscope, so could be a doctor or seeing a doctor or we have a blue swan, which is kind of crazy because the black swan came out. I think pile 2 it came out. And this blue just gives me throat chakra energy, and it's like they want to share their feelings of how you make their heart feel like it has wings. Like they feel you as a soulmate. They want to tell you this. We have a white umbrella. We have, I think that's a British coin. Could be wrong, but I think it is. So again, UK coming through. We have the world sign, I think came out in pile 1 actually. But they think the world of you. They want this ending slash new beginning, right? Because the world in tarot is the ending, but also the transition to a new beginning. So they might want to travel the world with you. And that's it, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what resonated. Uh-oh, you're getting an extra message. I want to forget my name while I'm busy moaning yours. Yeah. So we're going to leave it here. Yeah, TNA. Boy, yeah. I'm very giggly right now. So okay. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. If you're still here, leave me a bee, a mermaid, or a fairy. How about that? All right, guys. So much love, warm soul hugs, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Mimiano Beach.